Hello, everyone. I think it's working. We'll see, right? So, I got so much to share tonight. I'm a little bit excited, and when I get excited, my voice go woo, and I talk fast. So, I'm gonna try just to slow down a little bit. So, I see people are jumping in. So, I got a few announcements to share with you all, and then last week we were on the kick, of the fun fold with designer series paper. Well, it's still going to be that because I promised you that. But with my team last month, we just wrap it up. It was the designer series, well, not designer series paper. It was the snowflake specialty paper. So it go in the category of designer series paper that I challenged them with it, and it was our team meeting once a month, the first Tuesday of the month. I do a Zoom meeting so everybody can join. Doesn't matter where they're from, right? And I do a presentation, or one of my team do a presentation. Well, I discover something with that paper. So now I'm wrapping everything in one night, okay? And then next week it's another special thing. So it's a lot going on. So I hope that you guys are here and your ears, it's on me. Can you guys hear me, by the way? Right? Um, I'm looking there. Sound it's good. Thank you. So it must be good, right? If you guys, I guess it's good. And it's hot in here right now. My goodness. Okay. So, first thing, where should I start? So, I'm going to go ahead and I just want to double check this here. Yeah, it looked like perfect. Okay. So, first thing that I'm going to share, it's a big news. Well, it won't affect my business, okay? So don't think I'm going dropping the face of the earth, but it's a big news. So to announce that, I'm going to make you guess. Let me give you a hint. 1 minute. And if you're part of my team, you cannot say nothing because you guys find out. Okay, what do you think is going to happen here? Okay, so can you guys guess? So I see some people that I think going to be like, what? So, okay, now let me take this off because it is hot in my room tonight. So can you guess what is the big news? And again, if you're part of the team, because you guys know. Kathy, you got it. You got it. So we are, me and Brett, my husband, we are moving back to Wyoming. So he got transferred back there, and we're going to be back in Wyoming. So what that do to my business? It don't change nothing. The only thing though, I'm going to have to test the internet there. It's so I went with a different provider because, when I left Cheyenne, that didn't improve the internet. I couldn't do live then. So it was anytime meeting. Remember, we had the little screen 3x3. Well, I don't want to go there again. So it's going to be, that's something I'm going to have to test. So it's satellite. I went with satellite. I hear goods, bad about it. So we're going to have to test it. So you know what? It is what it is, right? It's no use sweating the small stuff. It don't work. Well, I'm going to pre-record and do Premiere. We're going to find a way, okay? So we will test that. So when that happens, it's happening in not even 2 weeks, my friends. So we're going to be out of here the 18th on our way back to Cheyenne. So that's one of the big news. Now, another big news tomorrow, it's a special day. I bet many of you can guess. So that's why I got the hostess code at the top. See, It's VG V2 G 3 EM. Right there. Oh, right there. The host code. So I gather all pack of cards. So they're all 12 for full cards. And the first one, I mean, the first 20 that place an order going to have six card front ready to mount and so on. Thank you. Yes, it's birthday special. Um, so you're gonna get a pack of card, and you're gonna get a pack of embellishment, and the embellishment can vary between like 750 to like $10. Okay, so you guys gonna get embellishment. I got the metallic dots. I got the matte. I get the glossy dot, the fine sparkle. So I'm gonna grab a thing. So with $56, why 56? A weird number. Well, that's my birthday, my 56th birthday. And for me, the higher the number is, then mean the more blessing it is. I know some people got a tough time changing number, going with higher number, but for me, I see it the other way. The higher the number is, the more blessed you've been. So for me, it's great. 56 is awesome. So with an order $56 or above, with the host code, it have to have the host code, okay? You're gonna get a pack of cards and a pack of embellishment. And that in Tuesday, okay? This promotion end Tuesday, and they're gonna be out of the house on Wednesday. It's gonna be a quick one. So that it's going on this weekend, pretty much. It's going to be announced on my blog tomorrow morning, but you are the first one to find out. Okay? Whew, that was a mouthful. Now, next week, I'm going to have some special guests in this room. It's going to be hectic a little bit. All that, it was planned before the house was sold. So I thought, okay, the house is not selling. Yes, let's have company. We're going to go to on stage in Arlington, Stamping Up conference. So Glenda and Holly's going to be here. And now the house is sold. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So they're going to be here when the Packers are here. So it's crazy, okay? But we're going to make memories. That's what it's all about. So next week, it's going to be a special episode of Create on the Fly. Do you want to get a sneak peek? I think you do. I think so. I went down today with that. What I mean by that, it's got addictive. So I was inspired by Serene Z from Nutrilin. NL, I think it's Nutrilin. Ruth, it's the queen, I think, of the one sheet wonder. But I saw this in my feed, and I'm like, we have to do that. So it's gonna be, ta-da! Is that cool? The beauty about this, I only use one. Did you hear me? One stamp set. That's it. For this big reed, see in the blues, one stamp set. And also, I'm going to share how I do my, decide, how to cut it and so on. We're going to share all that Tuesday. I already did one. See, all the cards are done. This one, I cut it weird. I don't know, but I made it work. It was great. So that's going to be Tuesday. Thursday. Next Thursday, Create on the Fly. We're going to do a one sheet winder. Not only we're going to stamp the one sheet winder, but we're going to make the cards with it. Simple cards, but okay. So the stamp set that I'm going to be using, that's it. That's all. Well, I'm going to rephrase that. Well, I'm going to do the Christmas one. Yeah, if I do the Christmas one, it's just going to be this one. But if I do like this, it's the same stamp set, but I use different colors. So for me, this is not Christmas, it's every day, right? You could do those color in Christmas too, but for me, it's every day. So I use biggest wishes. So with a greeting and one stamp set, we're going to do a one sheet wonder. It's going to vary between six, well, 7 cards to 12 cards, depend which pattern that you're going to use to cut. Okay, I get different pattern. So with Glenda and Holly here, they're going to make one also, and they're going to share the color they use and so on. So you're going to have a variation of thing. Does that sound awesome? So save the date, the time, 6 p.m. Mountain Time on right here next Thursday night. And next Thursday, I don't even know the date, Annie. Right now, my days are all mixed. Okay, it's going to be November 10th. Okay, so November 10th, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Mountain time, 7 Central time, and 8 uh, Eastern time. And do you know what thing? You know, I always go by Mountain time because that's Stamping Up time. So that way I tell people you just get one time to remember because Stamping Up it's on Mountain time. I'm going to be back on Mountain time. So that's going to be easy for me, right? Okay. So now I feel I rumble, rumble, rumble. Well, that's my nature. So are you ready? We're going to start with the technique, okay? Let's start with the technique. So not only that, we're going to do a fun fold and I'm going to share a new product and so on. It's going to be a fun technique. So let me flip you down. We're going to do the announcement too from last week. Remember last week I said, oh, I would have liked to try another size. I did. Let me flip you down. Thank you so much, all of you that wishes me a happy birthday. Like I said, for me, aging, I love it. Okay. I think it's a blessing. It's a privilege to be able to get older. Uh, some of you know my dad had a massive heart attack when he was 50. I was only 19 at the time when I lost my dad. And looking at me, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I get 6 years over him already. And so, you know what? Some of you think aging it's a bad thing. The alternative of aging, it's not good. So every time you get a birthday, you should have a smile on your face and say, thank you for an extra blessing, right? Okay, let me flip you down. Okay, so last week, so remember, we've been on a kick of it's all um, 4 1/4 by 11. So this one here, it's Melinda Schaefer. So Melinda, please go at frenchiestamps.com. You get the address right at the top. You're gonna see contact me, click on that and give me your mailing address, and I'm gonna mail this. I love this. So this is all the paper here. That was, this was this way. So that was from a 4 1/4 by 11. It's way fun. This one go to Bird Watcher. Bird Watcher. That was the same thing, but I had done a masculine and a feminine, and it was the same paper, texture chic. Okay. Now, remember when I cut that, I'm like, oh, I should have kept longer. Well, I decide and see if we did the flap of this. I decide a wash with beauty. I decide to try it. So here's side by side. That is my daughter. Every time I say, which one do you like better? Oh, I need it side by side, or she need a bite of this, a bite of that. It make me laugh. So here it is. So this one here, it's 1 1/2, and this was 1 1/4. So both of them are cool. What I like about this one that I did different, it's I put it more on the left and put the grading more on the right. See, like this, it's more like it's not square, but it's more, bigger. This one, it's more skinnier. So I switched that way. So I see some people are in the 80s. Well, you guys are very blessed, right? So I wanted to share those 2 cards that I had done so you can see the difference. Okay. Now, also in the with those on the kick that we done this one here. Oh, this one was the one I did with Bruno Bay after, and I like this one better. This one never got claimed. So this was Island Ether and Balmy Blue. So this one, it's the flock side. Tonight we're going to use the side of the foil. So the what we're doing can be on a regular whatever designer series paper, and I get some sample to share with you at the end. So this also was 11 by 4 1/4. This strip here became this one. So it's a whole series really of the same size paper to start, but then we do different fold. Okay. So now this paper here, you're going to see a lot of it on my blog because, like I said, I challenged my team and they did wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So that's the paper we were using last month. And the meeting already happened this Tuesday. And the winner, we had two winners because we had over 20 participants. So they got more than a dozen card each. So it's the specialty snowflake specialty paper. You can see it on page 83 or even better on page 40. Okay. Let's flip this. This catalog had a better life, you know, it's coming apart. Oh, right here. See on page 40. So you're going to see that look like blue or pink. It's just depend the way that the light going to hit the foil. See here, it look very silver, but then let me put something pink up. By the way, that's the card that I did with that one wreath. Okay. So that's next week. So really create on the fly, but I kind of know what we're going to make, right? I don't know which color we're going to make. So now, see now, it's depends the way it goes, the lights. So all depend what's around it. Okay, so we're going to start with a piece that measure, I don't know. I think, oh, I got it here. No, I don't have it there. Okay, I did a little bit bigger than what we need, I think. So this measure 4 by 5. Okay, 4 by 5. Now I need a piece of scrappy paper. You can do it at the top, this technique, or you can do it under. I thought the top was prettier because it was more pronounced, but then after it was all done, I like it in the back. So the color choice gonna be Island Heather in the dark, and then Night of Navy in the light. Night of Navy in the light, and in the dark, Island Heather. Now, I done this technique on regular vellum before, okay? Now we're doing that with the foil. And I'm going to share it with you both way, you know, because like I said, I did on both side. And you know what? I thought some green in that would look good. It would look like mm, Northern Light, green yellow. So you know what? I think, what the heck? We can try that. I don't know how that's gonna do, but you know what? If we don't try, we're never gonna know. I use the dark parakeet. Okay, now I'm gonna go with the blue, and you don't have to cover the whole thing. And you see, I go on top of each other. All is good, even if it's not all cover, it's good. Some of you know exactly where I'm going with that. Some of you think, oh my goodness, what the heck is she doing, right? Hold on, my friend. It's going to be magical beauty. Okay, I want a little bit more. That snowflake paper, it's the bomb, I say. It is beautiful. It's kind of lost in the catalog. It's kind of hard to see sometimes. And that's what I like about doing our challenge with the team. It's, we try different things. Now, you're going to use alcohol, not tequila. Tequila won't work. I don't know. I don't drink that crap. I don't know. We're going to use 91% alcohol. In the past, when I did this technique, I did it with 70%. That's the regular one. And I thought, oh, that's worked okay. It's make a difference. So now when I did this technique the first time, I think it was in the prime of COVID. We couldn't find alcohol nowhere. Now they're overstocked everywhere. So you can find the 91% easy most place. Okay. So I'm just using a little shot glass here. Like I said, it's not tequila though. You cannot use tequila. And then you guys think, oh my gosh, she must be a heavy drinker. I don't drink, my friends. So I used to drink way back, but not anymore. And now this is just a regular aqua painter, or now it's called a painter, water painter. So I just put alcohol in that too. And you're going to see why in that. Now this is almost empty. I would have to add more, but we're going to make it work. It go faster. So what I'm going to do, it's just do drops. And I'm trying not to touch the, you know what? I'm going to have to fill my, I think I'm going to have to fill my painter. And some of you are going to say, can you use regular marker? The answer, it's no. And the reason why, it's because marker, it's water based, so it won't work like this, okay? And you could just sponge it and with ink, and on the back side, but you won't have this look at all the same. See, all it just looked like watercolor, right? So now you could use the Eat tool. And the reason why I don't like to use the Eat tool, it's because it just spider everything. So I prefer to let it dry natural. So now I'm gonna leave it that way. Okay, that looked pretty fun right there. So I just gonna leave it that way, and we're gonna let it dry while we do the rest of our card. So let me move that just aside. Here we go. Take a good look. Okay. Now you're going to take, I'm using Night of Navy. And let me get my Simply score. It's going to be a lot easier. Again, it's 11 by 4. So this is 3 weeks in a row we've done 11 by 4. So it's kind of cool to know that so many things we can do with, right? So we're going to score, so 11 at the top. We're going to score at 1. We're going to score at 2.5, 4, and then 5.5. Okay, so I'm going to repeat that. Again, it's 11 by 4.25. You're going to score at 1, 2.5, 4, and 5.5. Now, we're going to do a pop-up. So this card's going to be kind of wow, wow. You're going to take a piece of cardstock that measure, you know what? I need to mark that down so you guys know. 3.5. I'm going to put the pop-up here. 3.5. Okay, you're going to score at 3/4, score at 1.5, score at 2.25, and score at 3. So again, this year it's half inch, and then you're going to score at 3/4, 1.5, 2.25, and 3. It's 4.25. Did I say 4? It's 4.25, Mary. This year, it's 4.25 by 11. I'm sorry if I said 4. 4.25. It's half sheet, okay? Exactly half sheet. And when I'm done, I will put the measurement in the description of the video and I will blog about it too. But I'm going to go tonight, put the measurement there. So now you're going to take this, and the trick to anytime you do any 3D, any pop up, any in, um, inter, moving card, you want to have your score, okay? Very reinforced. Now, this one, it's half inch, it's the smaller one. So I'm just going to fold that there. And for this, I'm going to use quite a bit of Tombow, okay? And use this and put it there. Here we go. Now we're going to let this part dry. Now the next one, we have to, again, reinforce all our score here. So let me turn the fan. It's blew everything here and it's getting me dizzy. Okay, so I'm gonna fold and we're gonna reinforce. Fold, reinforce. Okay, now you're gonna fold to the the second. So you're gonna fold to the second score here. And let me make sure that's right. I think so, right? Yeah. Okay, so you're going to fold to the second score and you're going to put glue on the first panel. And really all the cards, and then you just bring it down and press it. All the card we did using the 11 by 4.25, they all fun fold, but they all easy fun fold and just, very simple. See? You get where we're going right now, right? Okay, now the next part, and we're going to use a piece of white that measure 4 by 3.75. Okay, now I'm going to bring this here, but like I said, I will put the measurement on the description, okay? Well, first, let me show you. So I'm on this here, like for the snow, and I could have color in the back of that, but I thought I just going to keep that one white. The top's going to be that marble, so it look more like the night sky and snowing, whatever. But this here, I thought, oh, I'm going to rip that. Well, watch this. Can you see this? See, it's kind of a plastic in the back of that. You see it, right? So you have to break that plastic and then see you can do it. So first, when you try to rip, it don't want to rip, and I was like, what the hell's going on? So you have to break that plastic. After you just like, you can take scissors and snip it, or like I did with my nails, then it's going to work. I'm telling you, tonight it's going to be full of tips and fun things. Okay, now let's see if our paper is dry. It is. See? Is that the coolest thing or what? And then you see that it don't look much, right? Hold on, my friend. Is that the coolest thing? So now, if it's someplace you would like to add more, you can always add more. But me, I'm going to leave it like that. And where I put the green, I love it. So now, we're going to trim this paper here. We need, where's my trimmer? Okay, we need designer series paper 3 3/4 by 3.5. So I'm going to cut this at 3.5 because it was 4 wide. Okay, I started 4 by 5. So I'm going to cut this at 3.5 and then 3 3/4. So I just get a little piece off. And then I'm going to need 1 1 1/4 by 4. So it's already 4 and 1 1/4. And the reason why I like to start a little bit bigger, because sometimes on the side it gets rough. So that way, boom. Okay, now how to attach that. My best advice, it's adding your silicone mat, and then see when we're going to put that. Is that cool or what? I think that, see that? Okay, we're going to flip that. That's the size that it is. So you can see if you do the side of the snowflake, I got a sample that I'm going to share with you in a minute. It would go on the snowflake too, but see how more pronounced it is? It's your choice. Both are beautiful. To be honest, I don't know if I can choose which side I like better now. Okay, so I'm using just a sponge, and I use tumble glue, liquid glue. Okay. Now you're gonna just brush it. And the way that you're gonna brush it, oh, I need a little bit more. It won't really show in the how you're gonna glue your vellum. That doesn't matter if it's the snowflake vellum or another vellum. So keep that in mind. Now you saw I got my oh, go the other way. I get my sponge from a Ziploc bag. I keep mine there and I use it for months. When it gets kind of stiff and kind of nasty, then I toss it away. Yes, it is so much prettier in real life. Absolutely. Yes. Okay, we got that. So now I put it on the background of a white. Now, let me show you. I'm going to put on the top. So just put that flat and see, we're going to put it over there. So now you can see both on the white and on color cardstock, okay? And you could always use wash your sponge. I don't wash my sponge. I just keep it till it get very nasty and then I toss it out just because I could maybe soak it in soapy water. And make sure you press it evenly so then really you won't even see it. Here we go. Okay, now next step, I did a bazillion of them and I went in my stash and I get Mr. Moose. Okay, now I'm gonna cut a piece of 1 by 4, no, 1 1/4 by 4, 1 1/4 by 4. Oh, I need more glue. I forgot about that. So 1 second. 1 1/4 by 4. And the reason why I decided the other one, I put the snowflake at the bottom too. I thought this is going to look more like snow here. So this is what I call the velvet or the flock side. That's going to be the top. So we're going to flip it down because the top, we have to put the glue in the back. Okay, let me move that aside. And then we're going to put that right here. See, you have to press it down so you don't see the streak of the glue, okay? Now, the one that we rip, see, now we're going to put the like snowbank there. Okay, now I got, 1 minute, I got some glue on my finger and that's not friendly. Oh, somebody is swearing on my broadcast. Holly, you cannot mention that 4-letter word while I'm about to move there. I have to laugh. Yeah, everybody's like, don't you know it's winter coming up and you're moving there at that time? You know what? We have to go with a positive attitude and make the best out of it. So now I'm going to put that here. So that I just going to use glue dots because I just washed my hand and we won't really see it. Yes, moisture. Yes, yes, yes. We need it. We need it. Okay. Now we're going to put that down here. This is going to get put up here. Make sure you go on the right side. Oh, I'm missing my snowflake. Where is my snowflake? I think I forgot to bring it in. And I just got 2 snowflake and I'm going to be done with my pack of snowflake. I'm like, I sure did like those snowflake. Maybe I should order more. Okay. So here is my last one. But I want to show you something though. So one side it's that iridescent, see that? And the other side is just plain like white, okay? So you can color that if you take um, if you take ink pad and that do that at your own risk, or you can take a sponge or a blending brush. But this year, do it at your own risk because if you damage your stamp pad, I don't want to hear, oh, Frenchie said it was okay. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying that that's the way I do it. And I mean, I've been doing that for years and I never damage an ink pad, but I can see if you press hard, it could damage the ink pad at the end there. There we go. Okay. Now, so now you know you can color them. So even if they're white, you can have them different color. Now, this next step here, if you don't pay attention and you do this card, you're going to say, okay, this is not working. So the next step, it's very important you pay attention. So this to fit in a regular card, it's going to have to be pushed up at card envelopes, okay? So what I'm saying, it's you cannot push it down. It won't fit this way. So it have to be pushed up to fit in your envelope. So to make that happen, I like to, so for my, we're going to put some glue dots there. You know, glue dots cannot, some people that I know cannot do a card without die cut. Well, this chick here cannot do a card without glue dots. And if you ask me, do we have a die for the Mr. Moose? We don't. This year, I'm going to be honest with you, I got a scan and cut, a brother scan and cut, and I did a lot of them and I scan and cut them. But you know, I like to end cut too. Now, if you see, I just put glue dot at the bottom, and that's very important that you just put glue dot at the bottom. The dog's been in the snow before because we did a few Christmas up north with the kids and the dog. So yeah, they've been in the snow quite a few times. Biscuit love it, absolutely love it. So now, see, you cannot go higher than that, than the edge there. So you, before you decide what element you're gonna put, you have to make sure that won't pass this. Okay. He is so darling, so darling. Here we go. You cannot see. I'm gonna have to put it that way. Now, remember this little piece here? Okay. Now we're gonna take this and it's off a bit there. It don't matter. It won't show. Okay, the other one that I did 1 inch. 1 inch, it's almost too much. Okay, so now to make life easier, I will do put my snowflake on it first because I did another card. This tonight it's not really create on the fly because like I said, it came from one thing to another thing to another thing. Oh, I was like, and yes, I'm covering the blue there. I got another one in the blue we're going to put in the back just because I think I need white at the front. Okay. So now you get your snowflake on your little thing here. Now remember, this gonna get pushed up. So the glue need to be at the bottom there only at the bottom. Okay. And now I know when it go up, so I put it flat. It won't pass the card because it cannot pass the card because if it pass, it won't fit in the envelope. Now, voila. Is that the coolest thing? Well, I have to put it there so you can see it. I think it's way cool. I think it's way cool. And it stand up by itself. See? Now, you're going to say, well, where are you going to write your greeting? You know, some people like to write. Some people would say, let's call it good, right? Well, I'm going to respect the one that like to write. We got a piece of white cardstock that measure 4 by 5 1/4. Let me keep him in the. Oh, he is so cute. He make me happy. I don't know about you, but okay, it's feeling a lot like Christmas. No, I don't want Christmas card. I want, you know, I'm all about just because cards. Send those cards, my friend. You make them, send them. You don't have to wait for somebody to die to send a card, say thinking of you. You can send them a card at any time and say thinking of you or have a great day and so on. Okay, I got Knight of Navy and this say your friendship warmed my heart. So see, that can be for any greeting. And we're gonna smack that right here. And then I got Island Heather with the H with, oh, I need a block for this too. Imagine that. And we're gonna do snowflakes. And voila. So now you get a place to write in the back. Okay, I got a mess here. Did I say a mess? Yeah. Oh, and I had this too I wanted to put here. Hmm. Well, I guess I'm staying with one snowflake. Okay. you see, I thought to put the snowflake, but then my greeting was too high. All is good. All is good. Oh, we need to stamp our envelope. I'm going to do the snowflake. So now you get place to write here, right? Voila. Okay, let me the envelope, and then I'm going to share with you different one that I did. Here we go. And then I'm going to still put my address there, but it's going to be in blue, so it's going to be good. Okay, now for the technique, I told you that, oh, that was with, I showed the team this, how to do this. Okay, I can move that aside. That you guys saw it last week. So this one here, it's also sponge in the back. Okay, and not sponge, but did like this in the back. See, this one I had more purple. Now, this one here, it's at the top. So see how more pronounced it is? It's at the top. So it's still some on the foil, but it worked lovely. So both of them are awesome. And see, this one here was 1 inch. It's almost too much. I had to rip it and so on. And see the back I did also. So that was with that technique, and then the same, pop up. Is that, I think that is the coolest thing. It's way cool. Now, I said it was about designer series paper, right? Well, the snowflake, it's kind of the designer series paper. Et voila. So this is the new suite that we got. And if you purchase the bundle, so the die and the stamp set, you're going to get a download, really 10 cards to do with the download. Let me share with you it's a Christmas set. Also, you can purchase. I was done with my Christmas cards. I didn't buy the Christmas set. You can see it on my site. If you go on my site, not today, but yesterday, it's all there, all the information. So this is the stamp set. You get those little element that you can purchase. What I like about the dies, for somebody that don't use a die a lot, this make me happy. It's the oval frame. See, oval frames. So now let me share how I done this here. And one of the card, you get a free download also on my site. This is one of them of yesterday. So that's the paper. I didn't stamp that. That's the paper. And then the frame. I absolutely love oval frame. So it's 10 cards that the download, and 10 cards. And that's automatically, I will send it to you if you purchase the bundle. And also, so the bundles, I want to make this clear. The bundles, so the stamp set and the die will appear in the next catalog in January. While the embellishment, the Christmas set that I don't have, will not. It's while supplies last. And also the paper, it's while supplies last. I like blue. So really, this really was speaking to me. And it can be kind of Christmassy to see. You get this, you can do the Christmas one, you get the checkers, you got another one. Okay, the berries. See this? How beautiful. You can always color those berry red too. So beautiful paper, and the paper, it's while supplies last. That's what I use for this. Now let me tell you about So, oh, I need the frames though. I discover while I was doing that. So if you like this here, the frame, it's the center of it. Well, when I done that, it was so flimsy to try to glue this. I was like, how that's gonna work? It was not, because you see that's the center. So I was putting tape in the back and I was like, it have to be something better. Doy. So this is what I done. The center of this here, that's another frame. I use this center to for this here. See, I that's the center. It's bigger than just the center of this. So you see, oops, that's what I done. So that make it life so much easier. Now, with that being said, now remember it cannot go above. So the first thing I did, so that was very important to tell you that the center of this, I keep it for another card, and then I use the center of this one for both. So I mix those two together. So I thought, oh, I'm going to put this one here. I'm going to put it in the front. See, I thought, oh, that looked good, right? Well, wait. When you close that, way too long. Cannot have that. So I thought, okay, I'm going to use the other one. So I used this, put it there, and I thought, oh, that's going to work. And I couldn't put my flowers at the top. It was too, it could have fit if I really put it right at the bottom. So, with that being said, when you're going to do this card, it doesn't matter, what you're going to put. You put an elephant, you put a moose, you put whatever, a oval, a circle, a square. The pop-up item, it's you have to fold it down because that's how it's going to fit in the envelope, and then you're going to put it. It cannot be past that because see, this here was way. I couldn't shrink that, and I couldn't fit that one either because it was going on the side. So now let me share with you. So this is the stamp. I colored that with blends, very simple, that it's part of the stamp also. Now this leaves or whatever, it's only one die that you get, okay? So you put it this way, and then when you put it this way, it would go upside down. So you're going to cut it, if it's the foil, you're going to cut it on the reverse side. It's going to be rough a bit, but what you're going to do is take your embossing, not embossing, but your bone folder and just press it. And that's going to smooth it out. And then you can come here and put it there. So then you get both sides. Now, another thing that I did, I told you tonight you didn't want to miss. I know I would be full of sharing and so on. So another thing that I did with this one, so those little embellishment, I put it there. Can you see those little berries? Did you? What I done? I use the pearlized enamel effect, and that's what I put on that. That's another thing that you would have to see it in real life, really. But so I got the gold element in there, and I got those little pearlized there. And here it's just baker's twine, and voila. Stand up right there. I don't know why I keep on telling you this. Stand up because you cannot see them, but here it is. And again, this is going to fold flat, and it's going to go right in your envelopes. Well, I say go, oh, well, you have to make sure, here we go, it fit right in. And I don't think it would need extra postage. I don't think so. Late to the party, Samantha. I think you want to watch the replay because it's a lot of good information tonight. So remember, this you just got one die, but you can reverse it. If it's foil, cut it on the wrong side and then just use your bone folder. And even if it's cardstock, you want to use your bone folder to smooth that out so you can have it curve on each side. So I hope that your head is spinning tonight, right? So now, not only, so it started, it was, I was supposed to do this tonight. That's what I was planning to do when I talked to you last week. I was like, oh, I got something in mind. And then when I did the team meeting, I discovered that I'm like, I need to share that before that paper it's gone. And voila. So next week, if you miss, don't remember next week it's a one sheet wonder. I'm gonna have special guests, so we're gonna do a one sheet wonder, and the one sheet wonder, it's a read, and it's only one stamp set, only one stamp set. That make me excited because usually a one sheet wonder a read like that we get bazillion of set. Now, one more thing, that OS code that you see there, it's only valid till November 8th, and it's with an order of $56 before tax and shipping. You're going to get a pack, and it's all mixed card, um, 12 cards plus some card front with a pack of embellishment. That is $56. It's the weekend of my birthday. So I hope you enjoyed this as much that I enjoy sharing with you. Like I said, I think it was a lot of information. Now let me check on my little sheet here. Next Thursday, two guests, the birthday sale, moving, and the one sheet wonder. I think that's it. So thank you so much for joining me. And thank you all that wish me a lovely birthday. Until next time, happy stamping, my friend. See you next Thursday. And next Thursday, gonna be the last, yes, it's gonna be the last one here in Texas, okay? And then it's going to be maybe 2 3 weeks that I will not be live create on the fly because depends when our goods going to get there, unpack, set up, and all that. So I will keep you guys posted. But like I said, my business, I already did all my blog posts. I will keep you occupied just like I do now, 3 times a week or more, and so on. So the business still open, okay? So that means yes, you can shop with me. Yes, I will send you thank you card and so on. And then I will send you if you participate for my birthday giveaway. So thank you again. Have a lovely evening. Bye bye for now, my friend.